Good morning guys, James here in a very sunny Swanwick Marina, home of Sunseeker Southampton, and this morning we're going to have a look around a brand new Sunseeker Manhattan 68. We're down on the second to last day of British Motor Yacht Show here in Swanwick. This is boat 653 and she's behind us here in the water. She's on display through the show week and will be heading back to Poole next week if not sold. As it stands today, she is available. And a unique opportunity, only one we've got left now for the season, to take advantage of the 2022 season. Finished in a rail white hull, an exterior as you can see here with a black boot top stripe running just above the waterline, and up top there the hard top optional arrangement has been painted in LSA jet black. Just levels the boat off from a distance, makes it a lot sleeker as it blends in there with those lovely panoramic glass windows all around the deck saloon. So we're going to have a look on board today, just for you a quick rundown here of the main attributes in terms of stats wise. Carrying 4,000 litres of diesel on board, she's got a range of about 250 to 300 nautical miles. Hydraulic high-low bathing platform on the back here will take up to a 345 Williams quite comfortably, and you can see with the transform back end storage locker here. Currently in its up position, we've got the transom shower up in the roof there, little drop down seat, space to store towels and what have you, and a locker in the base here which runs transverse across the transom, which will take 2 sea bobs, so nice and easy to launch out into the sea behind. Crew cabin in the back here we'll cover off when we come back to finish the tour, so let's head up on board, take a look around. Obviously covered lots of these on the channel over the last couple of years, but it's nice to have a look around each one, see where the slightly different subtle changes are, and also for those of you specifically interested in buying this boat, it's a chance to see the fabrics, finishes and what have you. So as you can see here in the aft cockpit, we've got a nice central teak top table, big stained steel leg, loads of open deck space here, plenty of space for things like bean bags, a couple of directors chairs around the table, chilling out in the mornings. Space underneath the stairs there for stowing them away when required. She's powered by the larger 1200 horsepower MAN engines, and as you can see just looking through the doors here into the deck saloon, finished in a beautiful silver oak satin wood, very light modern colours. You can see it on the floors as well. Very Miami Beach house in here. So galley here on the starboard side as we come through the doors, with all the typical attributes you'd expect to see. So we've got a slimline dishwasher in the end of the wet bar. We've done several configurations of these since launch. This one is a slightly wider unit in here to give you the ability to have the dishwasher in the end. Gives us a wider storage cupboard in here and a bigger working top. Makes it a little bit narrower through the middle here, but with the clever use of a folding table here on the dining area, it does mean that the boat is still very practical. We've got a lovely wine fridge over here and then a glasses cupboard tucked in that one. Across here, decent sized refrigerator, big heavy duty handles there. So fridge on the top, and then we've got a fridge drawer and a freezer beneath for provision storage. Running a 27 kilowatt generator, so full electric galley with a convection oven system there, 4-burner ceramic top. She's fully loaded med spec with a platinum upgrade, which includes everything from things like docking winches, upgraded tropical spec aircon, including the crew cabin, bow and stern thrusters and what have you. So she's totally loaded, apart from a safety kit, a tender and some very basic provisions. She is pretty much ready to set sail. So as we come forward, this is the raised, you notice one step up here into the saloon area itself. Very bright in the area in here, just under 6 foot myself, and you can see plenty of space here up above us, and we've got these lovely big glass windows running all the way round, letting loads of natural light in. Very social space. 55-inch fixed TV here midships to sit back and enjoy from the saloon, and you can see looking through the little glass panel there, the water down below through the side window over on the port side. So quite clever things like the feature lighting on the side here, everything's in zones and you can soften the mood. Very funky design of lights up in the ceiling here, maybe flashing around a little bit with the camera frame rate, but hopefully you get a feel for those. So coming forward, opposite the helm, here on the port side, we have a lovely observation seating area. Again, a couple of raised steps, gives you somewhere to chill out, talking to the captain when you're underway. You can see big glass windscreen there, and across opposite to the inside helm. Obviously, it's preferable to sit up top when the weather allows, but for those days when you're still out in the water and it's not so flash, we've got everything to hand down here and great visibility from the helm itself. Of course, with a crew door here over on the starboard side to access the side deck, and you can see the seat bolster lifts up to give a little bit more working deck space for the captain coming and going in and out of port and what have you. So we got an upgrade. These are 16-inch Simrad NSS Evo 3 displays. We have room for an iPad mini, which is there on the boat spec for the AV system. So it's running a full Sonos system, Sonance speakers outside. This is our CM8 monitoring panel, which does all of the onboard electrical pump systems and what have you, the control of the generators. This is obviously showing at the moment engine telemetry, and then we've got an AIS display, we've got a radome up top. This is an autopilot control, electric proportional bow and stern thruster controls. You see the manoeuvring videos on my channel showing how these work. Upgrade to Zenta joystick system for those of you less comfortable using throttle and thruster controls. VHF is tucked up here on the wall. And last but no means least, on the multifunction steering wheel here, this is giving us control of the screens without having to come away from the helm. So it's a nice thing when you're doing extended passages. You've got fingertip control, moving the cursor and what have you around, rather than having to get out of your seat. So we just scan round, you can see how much space is afforded in here, looking from the forward to the aft. You will have noticed as we came in, we have two stairwells on this one. So here on the port side is the access down to the master cabin, where we're head first, and the guest cabins are then separated forward with 3 further beds sleeping another 6 people. So we do a full 180 as we come down the stairs, and that is the effectively engine room bulkhead behind us here. Fuel tanks between us and the engines. You'll notice how quiet it is down here. Starboard side of the boat, loads of storage. Boat obviously comes well provisioned with things like hose pipe, Christie's towels, etc. So we've got drawers and cupboards underneath, USB charging points by the bed, some lovely, very neutral colours here in the boat, bed covers and what have you. The boats have been dressed by the Sunseeker International team. Optional desk and single seat arrangement over here on the port side of the boat. Standard configuration being in there with a table, 2 chairs, things like a big wardrobe here as well. On the other side, you can see little detail, wood grain changes here in the doors and what have you. Really, really nice spec, this one. Some feature detailing here on the TV bulkhead. Again, huge AV system throughout the boat, including all of the cabins. Pop the lights on in here. Excuse the extraction fan system. So we've got lots of clever LED lighting here in the master bathroom. Electric heated towel rails up on the wall there, and a great size shower. Electric vacuum flush toilet system. If we head back up to main deck, we can head round to the 3rd, 2nd and VIP cabins. So forward steps here, we've got 2 mirror image cabins, bottom of the stairs. Lovely use of lights there with the uplighting on the bulkhead. Again with a wardrobe. AV system up there. Opening port light for a little bit of ventilation. Of course, the boat's got that full reverse cycle air conditioning and heating system. The 2 midships cabins are sharing a bathroom here. So this one has a return round the back here. Soaker shower in the roof there. Nice stone finishes on the wall. And across on the port side, I say much the same. Identical finishes with a wardrobe just forward of the bed there. Up forward, this is the VIP guest cabin, so what we'd call cabin number 2 on the boat, and you can see high level locker boxes opening port lights, and lots of natural wood finish throughout. I say lots of tours on the channel going into a little bit more detail. You have to excuse, I have one arm in a sling at the moment, having shattered my elbow, and it's not quite so easy to open things up for you as we have a look around. Bathroom here for the front cabin, again with its own shower compartment. We'll head back up and we'll look at the Flybridge. So you can see lovely big stairs here on the starboard side of the boat, big handrails, teak treads with inlaid rubber. Good grip if you're using the boat here in the UK and the weather's not quite so nice. And you're met at the top of the stairs here with the wet bar arrangement. Does mean if you're running as a crude boat, very easy for servery. And we have an electric griddle, a sink unit here, and beneath, as is pretty common on all our boats, refrigeration, ice makers, etc. If we spin around 180, we have the optional seating arrangement here on the aft. So this is standard, is an open plan deck with sun loungers, but if you want to have the additional dining space, it does give you the ability to open up. This is a folding table, so obviously the top closes up to give you more deck space. Seating underneath has storage and LED lighting as well. Aft end of the hard top here has an electric sun awning, and you can see all of the nav kit, including the aerials and radar scanner up there, painted in the same LSA jet black as the roof structure. Centre opening roof, as you can see here, allows the natural light in when you want, but instant weather protection from sun or rain as required. Loads and loads of social sunbed and seating here up forward, you can see, including in front of the helm. There is a little pop-up screen here in front of the helm for additional wind protection. You can see we've got some contrasting helm seats in different colours and what have you. The helm itself's up here. We've got two 12-inch navigation displays and all of the mirror image kit that you saw downstairs at the lower helm, including that multi-function steering wheel. From a docking point of view, if we just stood here at the helm, you can see down to the bathing platform on the aft quarter, and we can see all the way from the stern up the starboard deck to the bow. So coming alongside from this side is very easy to do. Obviously we can see all the way to the bow stood up, and with a couple of docking cameras and what have you, it would be easy to set this up to run short-handed without crew as an owner-operator. And it's also got some protection from the rain elements, what have you, with that roof shut. If we head back down the stairs, we'll have a look up on the foredeck. So demonstrating this without holding the handrails. It's possible to come down forward. Nice big wide decks here, you can see lovely inlaid stainless steel midships rails there for extra support. This is the side door open now. Just pull that too. A couple of little steps up and we're onto the foredeck. We've got seating and sunbathing up here, so centre line demonstrated here with the lift up backrest cushions, drinks holders and what have you, and just behind that we have a seating area, very private area, often in the marinas, certainly down in the Med where you're moored stern to, and the stainless steel bimini frame there to give you some protection as required. There's some deck lockers up top here to put fenders and ropes, handy bits and pieces in, and you can see obviously those backrests drop to give better visibility if you were driving inside. Upgrade on the anchor, so we've got additional chain. You can see a large galvanised Delta anchor there. LED lighting down the side decks. We've got bathing platform and of course 4 underwater lights running across the back as well. So just as we walk back down here, we'll pop up the hatch and have a look in the engine room. So access through the cockpit sole here in the middle. I'm not going to climb in today, a little bit difficult with one hand, but just to give you a guide how this all works. Spinning around here, you can see engines are on a V drive, so gearboxes are forward of the engines. So we have 2 quick gyros in here linked up to the generator, so stabilisation both at anchor and at slow speed. And as with all Sunseeker, engineering is beautiful. Easy to access all the main breaker panels here on the aft bulkhead, engine strainers down in the middle there,
easy to get to. And the hot water tank there up on the shelf. It is possible to add an additional shelf here over on the starboard side, and then you could stick a water maker in there for those parts of the world where it's required. Drop this back down. So just let the door come up on the crew cabin. So that lifts up on the back here, and we've got a wet room floor, practical space. Could be used as an ad hoc fifth guest cabin if required. So we've got 2 twin berths running transverse across the boat here. Controls of things like the gyro stabilizers up there. Laundry facilities with the washer dryer. Storage and what have you. Say often on boats this size they're not used with crew, but you do have the facility to do that if it's running, say, as a charter boat, and they've got full bathroom facilities here as well. So we've pretty much covered everything off there. Priced as you see her here, she's £2.58 million ex-tax on the water, ready to go. Allow probably another £40,000 for a tender and some safety kit, and she could be down in the Med in a matter of weeks, ready to enjoy the key July and August months on the water. So of course, if you'd like to know more, as always, please do get in touch directly. It's james@sunseekersouthampton.com, or mobile is +44 7747 686 587. Hope you've enjoyed a quick look around today. I'll put a link on the end of the video for manoeuvring one of these, just to give you an idea of how that works. If you need any further information, please do get in touch.